There I am, guys. It's been a while. It's been about a month. Crazy things happening in my life. Don't know where this is going to go today, but I just knew that I was being called to get back at it today, to reset, to refocus, and just live my life, inspiring others to make some change in their lives. And hopefully, together we can make some shift happen. And yeah, remember, guys, greatness starts with the first sip. So, what can I say? It's been a crazy, 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 crazy couple months. And I know for the first month of 2025, I was here pretty much every day, but things started happening. The move was happening. Still in the process of moving because we've had a lot of snow and I've been shoveling a lot of snow and everything like that. But hey, it is what it is. I've been took on some responsibilities with Elections Ontario. Next month, we with Elections Canada. So I've been trading my time for money on a lot of days when I would generally be here speaking with you guys at 10 o'clock. But I wanted to take the opportunity today because I had the time to be here, to be with all of you, to share some of my experiences over the last couple months, share some breakthroughs, share some realizations, and basically just remember that life's all about choices. And you can either let things fester or you can strive forward and let it go. And at the end of the day, I am so happy with the choices that I've made over the last couple of months. I'm seeing exponential growth. I'm changing in so many ways. I'm in such a better place than I was even at the start of the year. And it's all because I recognize that the universe will provide me with the necessary resources to inspire more and more people to live a better life. And how that looks is not up to me as long as I take those steps, that committed, consistent, imperfect, inspired action, and go forward living a better life and inspiring others to do the same and not letting people's reactions and responses to my way of being affect how I'm living my life, not letting things fester in my mind, and just forgiveness and being knowledgeable and knowing and mindful of the fact that each choice that I make shapes my reality, and how I respond or react to other people is part of that life. And if I look at everything as an opportunity for growth, for expansion, and for possibilities to reflect upon, I can create a better life. So I was saying that I was working for Elections Ontario over the past few weeks and a little different than I usually do, but hey, I set myself on a different timeline. I tried something new. I enjoyed myself immensely, and I think most people were quite happy with how I led my team and how I was part of another team. And we had a great time. I met some new, interesting people that I never would have met had I not taken on that opportunity. And that's what life's about. It's making new choices. It's about trying new things. It's about not doing the same thing every day and saying, woe is me, and I'm creating other people's lives and I'm trying to support other people. And it's like, make the decision for yourself. Choose how you want your life to look because each and every day we get to make choices. We get to reset, we get to refocus. And if you let things fester and you let other people's reactions or responses to your behavior fester, you're going to end up stuck and repeating the same scenarios over and over. But when you let go, when you realize that what you do is all on you, each choice you make in life is 100% on you. And that's really liberating. And I know that it's not easy, but it's simple. Two simple steps. The first simple step, if you see somebody behaving in a way that doesn't align with your way of thinking or your belief systems, don't do that. If you see somebody doing something that you say, hey, I like that. I appreciate that. That resonates with me. Try to emulate it. And once you take and embody those two simple steps in your life, you're going to realize how much better life becomes. And you don't have to blame other people because their way of behaving is allowing you to be mindful of the fact that, hey, I don't like that. I don't need to berate it. I don't need to belittle it. I don't need to judge it. I just don't have to do that myself. Or if you see something that you do like, hey, that's a great idea. I'm going to strive to do that in my life. And you don't have to manipulate people for their time. You don't have to manipulate people for their energy. You just have to be the best version of yourself that you can be. You have to take those steps to become a better version of yourself each and every day. And that's what I'm doing in the present moment. Hell, at Elections Ontario the other day, I was working with my team and everything like that. Felt my body starting to seize up, and then I said, "To hell with it." And my three-piece suit on, jacket, tie, the whole 9 yards. I just laid down on a concrete floor and went into plow position. Some of the people looked at me like I was nuts. Some of the people thought, "Wow, that's impressive that he was able to do that." And it was just a thing. It was just a random movement that I made that set my life forward onto a different timeline. And I didn't worry about what the consequences would be. I just did it. And I didn't end up in analysis paralysis. I just kept going forward, living in a way that was aligned with me. And that's what Coffee with Cam is really about. Whether one person watches or a million people watch is inconsequential because I'm working through my own bullshit. I'm talking about what's real for me in the present moment, and I'm living my best life. And at the same time, as I'm speaking and sharing with the world, I am honing a skill set, becoming a better speaker, going from cringe to comfortable to confident to compelling on camera. And whether I'm in my studio or I'm sitting surrounded by boxes halfway through a move, and like I say, I could be working on the move right now, but instead I decided that I needed to speak. And it feels good to speak because it's always been my favorite joy. And it's one of the greatest things in life is to speak. And even if it's only to myself, it doesn't matter because I'm honing that skill set and I'm more relaxed, I'm happier. And it's not about the external circumstances because there's nothing outside of me that can make me happy, only what's inside of me. And what's inside of me is the need to speak and try to inspire others to living their best life and knowing that the universe is going to provide me with the necessary resources to do that as long as I take those steps each and every day and don't worry about how it's going to look because the how is not up to me. The how is up to the universe. And whether you call that the Holy Spirit, whether you call that chi, whether you call it the quantum energy field, hell, you could even call it the force. It's the same damn thing. And that's what I'm doing each and every day. I'm living a better life. I'm making those choices. I'm gone from morbidly obese to physically fit. I've gone from not being able to walk to teaching myself how to walk again. I can walk 5 miles a day. I can exercise. I can make choices and different choices in the here and now, different choices in the moment that create a better life and a better version of me. And that's entirely on me. I don't need somebody's permission to make a choice. I just need to stop letting things fester. I have to realize that everything that's happened for me, every interaction I've ever had, has been a blessing in my life. And that's hard to do sometimes. I'm not going to say that it's easy, but it's simple. It's simple to recognize the fact that I am 100% responsible for every choice that I've ever made. And each choice I've ever made has led me to the here and now where the future is filled with limitless possibilities. And that's changed my timeline. I'm in a different house. It's bigger, it's better. It's about the same price range as the place that I was living at before, but it's so much better. And I never would have thought about it, how I was going to create this if I worked on minutia, just knowing, hey, The universe is going to give me a place to live and a place to record my videos and a place to exercise and a place to relax and enjoy life because that's the way that the universe works. But if I try to control and manipulate and work on minutia, then I'm screwed. And that's what life's really all about. It's about enjoying yourself, recognizing that the universe is going to provide, and knowing that the universe is going to provide. And once you change your belief systems, once you realize that everything is a blessing, that nothing happens for no reason, that the universe is entirely comprised of energy, energy which can't be created or destroyed, only transformed, you realize that there are so many timelines that are open and available to you when you start making different choices each and every day. And I'm going to continue making those different choices each and every day because that's what I love about life. I want to try new things. I want to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. And as I do that, and as I enjoy myself and transform my life, things are getting better and better. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And I have mentors in place that reach out to me, talk with me, help me go through. I have things in my life that are so important because they are part of me and they'll always be with me. But I don't let them fester anymore. I recognize them as the opportunity that they were, that brought me to this here and now. And I focus on the possibilities that life has to offer. And I know I've barely scratched the surface of what's possible for me. And I know that each of us has only scratched the surface of what is possible. And I know that someday, somewhere, someone is going to sprout wings on their back and fly around me like a bird. And that's possible. I've envisioned it. I know that it's possible. The timeline's not up to me, and I don't really care about the timeline. I just care about trying to inspire other people to become a better version of themselves. And as I continue to do this, as I continue to move forward and see my circumstances in my life change and evolve, I'm feeling better and better and more confident each and every day. So I know it's a little quick today. I was going to speak a little longer, but I've got things on the go. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for following along. There's going to be another 8 weeks to anything coming up pretty soon, and we're just going to go. And we're going to transform. We're going to make shift happen in our lives, and each and every one of us are going to live a better life in line with our higher selves and not worried about minutia and just knowing that life's going to transform in beautiful ways and your relationships are going to improve, your business is going to improve, and your overall sense of well-being is going to improve just by making that first step and remembering that greatness starts with the first sip.